Yeah, it's quite difficult, right? Because the important in the relationship is trust. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Remember, I still reading your. Remember when we got married? I never read your messages before we didn't get married, right? So when we get married, when I know that you are my husband, I still going up your old messages, right?
The detective here, right? Sherlock Beth went back in history probably what, 2 years. You saw emails that I had sent 2 years prior to ever meeting you.
Yeah. And even your conversation with your children, right? I've tracked it from 2000 something. And her messages of other people, I tracking it.
Right. See, some people.
I'm not bored the time. I'm bored the time, so that's why I have nothing to do. So I'm just checking all comments.
The fact is that even when I was bored, I didn't think to go and punish myself by reading messages which didn't concern me.
Yeah, because that's past already. Terence and I, when we got married, I said to Terence, your past is your past. I'm not involved in that. I don't care.
Yeah.
My past is my past. Terence says, your past is your past. I don't involve it. What is important is now and our future.
But there was a very small attachment to Beth when she said, your past is your past. And what she was saying was, your past is your past, and I'll be going into it in detail in your Facebook messages. So, but I didn't say that because I'm really not interested. The only thing that I suggest for anybody in a relationship is, if you're going to say something, it should be the truth.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to go into an area of your past, I guess you have the right to privacy on that, as long as it's not something that's damaging to the present relationship.
Yeah.
You know, if you had a friend that you were not willing to give up, that you didn't want to discuss with your wife, then that really should be laid out in the beginning, so that everybody is clear on where they stand. You know, for me personally, I think that exes should be exes, and if an ex, by virtue of the fact that we are now in the public domain in a way, we're in public media, an ex could get in touch with me. Now, if my own way would be, if an ex gets in touch with me and wants to start a continuing conversation, that continuing conversation would include Beth.
Yeah.
Or not at all.
Yeah, but remember, you are friend with your exes. They have a good relationship with their exes, you know. And Terence never say bad things towards them.
No.
Well. Right,
Well,
Terry?
it was certainly, my past with exes has not been a great pleasure always. I see no point really, unless it's relevant to the conversation, see no point in going into sad stories, which, let's face it, we've all got our sad stories.
Yeah, but as Terence says, you know, is about the important is about trust, and try you just say what you call it, be truthful, you know, because no matter what, because the truth will always prevail, right? Because if you put lie in the conversations or your confessions to your present, then later on it will be the truth will always be coming out, right? Like for example, in when I saw his messages, right, on his email, I saw that there is a conversation that is back and forth and about love, about lots of love like that, and then Terence says it's my friend, right? Which is also my friend now, right?
No, what Beth is referring to is my friend Mary, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my friend Mary, who I've never had a romantic relationship with, but who has been in my life as a friend, would always sign herself Love from Mary. Now, with Beth and her way of looking at things, you don't put love unless you mean you love the person, you know.
Yeah.
So there's it's lost in translation sometimes.
Don't text while you're driving, though.
Sorry?
The driver,
yeah.
texting. Yeah, so that's it. It's just some glimpse of life, you know. As tackled in the previous videos, the trust is very important in the relationship. You know, respect, because the relationship will not get bigger or will not be continuing nurturing if there is no trust and respect in the relationship, right? Because you can be loved, I love you very much, but when the trust and the respect is broke, that love will just fade away as quicker as the water.
Well, I think the thing to remember is that if you say that something is so, then it should be so.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. So if there is someone that was in your life and they were a romantic partner at some point, then don't say we were only friends, because it will come out. And then, even though it's actually not important really to have said, well, yeah, that was an ex-boyfriend or an ex-girlfriend, as long as what you said was true, then there's no betrayal.
Yeah.
Because it was all before you met your present partner. But just be sure to tell the truth. You know, don't say that something was a way that's not right. That's my thing with Beth, is that if she tells me something, I expect it to be true.
Yeah. Yes, so again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. We got our new dashboard. That's why we're doing videos in the road now. Have a good day. Thank you so much, and God bless. Bye-bye.